Okay, yeah, this is him. Perfect. Um, so this is what we're going up against here. Uh, he has the Tyranitar and the Excadrill's potential start. He has the Dragonair Primarina and the Sneasler Fake Out. Um, I think my start is, of course, going to be... I'm feeling Misty, Bayo, um, Slowbro. He does have the Giraffe that could turn off my Trick Room, which makes me very nervous. But I think, realistically, bring both of these guys, maybe. It's going to be rough. It's going to be a rough start. I'm already nervous. I don't want to be overthinking. Just want to, just go with what feels right. Right now, let's just go with what we were feeling first. These are best of 3 matches. I'm just going to go with our normal, the one I'm the most comfortable with so far, which is the Slowbro, Sinistea, Incineroar, Crab combo. Alright, let's get right into it. I don't like that his username is the worst at VGC, because then if I lose to the worst at VGC, that's not a great start for this. Alright, so we pretty much called out who he was going to start with the Tyranitar for draft start. And I assume he assumes we're going to go into Trick Room. So I'm just going to straight Hydro. And then... Power Whip, Triple Axle Protect. I don't think Tyranitar could really do anything crazy to me. So I'm just going to Triple Axle. I'm just ready to... It goes against my complete plan of setting up Trick Room here. Because I want to get rid of the Farigiraf before I start trying to set up anything. He went out for the Sneasler. And the Farigiraf went for Protect, that's fine. I'm going to close the Discord just so I don't hear all the... see the beepings and distractions. Right, we get the Hydro Pump on the Sneasler. Did good chunk. Now, I'm going to take this time and really focus on getting rid of the Sneasler, I think. Because he could try to go for the Fake Out, and then he won't be able to with the Queenly Majesty, or he will Dire Claw into Serena. I'm hoping, of course, hoping that he just goes for the Dire Claw and misses. Goes for the Helping Hand. Okay. Goes for the Dire Claw into the Serena, so we basically just burn that turn, which is great. And then we Psychic into the Sneasler to get rid of it. So, right now, sitting a little comfortably. Alright, now we have the Excadrill in the... Alright, what is the plan with the Excadrill? I think to deal with the Excadrill, this is where I'm going to set up the Chilly Reception to get rid of the sand. And I'm just going to throw the Low Kick at the Excadrill here. Redman paid the Willy tax. I forgot about the Willy tax. Alright, Excadrill goes for the Earthquake. It's going to do pretty decent damage, but I think we're going to tank that pretty well. And Steenie goes for the Low Kick. A good 70%. Also, if there's anybody saying stuff in the chat, I'm ignoring it. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure because there was something about like looking at chat for the anyone helping you with your choices. So I closed the chat and I'll open them up after the matches are done. So I'm gonna take this time, switch into Incineroar. We'll go for the Intimidate. And then we can't fake out against... We can't use fake out right now because of their guy. So what I'm going to do here is Darkest Lariat into the Giraffe. And I think we might Protect on this turn, low-key. I could just keep going, like, high. I feel like our plan's been hyper-offensive this entire time, and... Let's take a break for a second. Let's pull back and let Misty go for a Protect here. All right, he went for the Protect here. So again, called it out pretty safely here. We are doing pretty okay. Goes for Protect. We block it with Sinisty, and then go for the Darkest Lariat into the Giraffe. And nearly takes out the Giraffe. Also, I'm playing through the OBS, so G, I now know what you're saying. When you were saying that my camera kind of covers the HP bar of the Pokemon in the top right. But it's okay. So right now we are sitting pretty okay. We're gonna do the same thing we were just doing. Darkest Lariat into there, and then hopefully get the low kick off. Goes for the Iron Head on the Misty. We tanked that. But we did get the flinch on us, which is unfortunate. And then the Psychic's going to take out Misty. Okay, so the flinch was unfortunate, but I don't think we were going to go fast enough anyway. So overall, okay. Go for the Darkest Lariat. That should get rid of the Giraffe. And now we just have to deal with Tyranitar. And I think it's time to bring out the Crab. And for him, we're going to go... Just go all aggressive here. See if we can just finish it off this turn. Likely, I feel like one of them is going to Protect. But I feel like we're in an okay position now to just start spamming attacks. Bring out the Biggity Bum Bumble. I am nervous about the Focus Sash. Okay, he went for the... Well, the Focus Sash has already been dealt with. Goes for the Earthquake. But we got Sand Rush on this Excadrill, which is going to be big damage. Okay, not too big damage, okay. I thought that was going to do a little bit more to the Crab. But Kenny Omega is able to tank that. We go for the Flare Blitz to get rid of the Excadrill. We might have been able to do Darkest Lariat at that spot, but I just wanted to be guaranteed to get rid of it. And then, right now we have the close combat on the Bumble. He does Protect. Alright, so now we just have to double into this Tyranitar here. Probably going to go for the... yeah, it's probably going to go for the... like the Rock Throw? So I'm going to just take this time, switch out the King Paw, and again, go for the close combat. With the Mega T-Tar. Mega T-Tar goes for the Rock Slide here. I honestly was surprised King Paul took that. I thought he was going to go down here. But we did get flinched. God, you never give up, never surrender in this game, because I got flinched right there. Alright, we're going to do the Chilling Reception. This is like actually not. This is not looking great now. Actually, like I've said this so many times. I'm like, you never won and you've never lost in this game until the end. Goes for the fire punch. See, this is what I'm talking about. Never would have called out a fire punch. I have the team sheet too. I should have saw that coming. Actually, it's not on the team sheet. Okay, so that's why I would not have seen that coming. Or maybe he uploaded a second one after this, but yeah, this was the only one I saw in the list in the Discord. Oh no, it is there. I'm stupid. I'm looking at the Dragonite moveset. I'm dumb. Anyway. No, that was just good. That was a good call out on my part and a misread. Alright, so goes, yeah. Figured we'd go for the protect. And again, in this position, I think I just didn't think hard enough right there. I should have set up the trick room. It's okay. It's game one. Didn't go completely as planned, but that's okay. You know, on the off chance. Just on the off chance. Goes for the rock slide. Paul's not living. Alright, the comeback. Yeah, what do we learn in that one? Oh, God, we got flinched so many times. What we learned in this one is you gotta play around flinches. And, gotta read the team sheet correctly. And we definitely don't want to let Tyranitar just sit pretty. The worst at VGC. I am now the worst at VGC. Oof. Alright, now we gotta try this again. Alright, so we're gonna do this again. Alright, let's try and save ourselves here. We are gonna go how many games? It's a I do see that now. Also, hi Frick, hi Bread, hi Tim, anybody else who came in the chat, hello, hello. It's a best 2 out of 3, and then you go into a loser's bracket, then it's a best 2 out of 3, and then you rank from there. So we're gonna go with these two. Incineroar, Crab this time. Crab did not... We really got flinched out a lot in that last one, which was unfortunate. We were sitting really pretty in the beginning with the... Like, I think because they were anticipating the Trick Room, and then the Trick Room just never showed up. And there was a few... Like, that. If I slowed down, there was 2 winnable plays where I could have maybe potentially spun that around. But... Just gotta... play it safe. Alright, we got the Sneasler Gabby start. I like Gabby the Giraffe. That's a good name. Alright, we're gonna take this time and we're gonna... I think we're just gonna double Psychic. Let's just double Psychic into the Sneasler. See how that feels. Because the Sneasler doesn't have a Focus Sash. Goes to the Dire Claw, straight in the Hatterene. That was big damage. Go for the Psychic. Into the Slowbro. Alright, that was low-key probably the best option. I was expecting the Fake Out. But yeah, now we just get the Psychic on the Sneasler to get rid of that Nature Threat out of the way. Just throwing out another Psychic for some damage. Alright, the X-Control is back. And now we're going to set up... The X-Control has the Focus Sash, we know that. So now we're going to take this time, set up the room, and go for the Protect here. Expecting it to just protect Earthquake. I think that's the move. Or help... Yeah, it's either going to go for Protect Earthquake or Helping Hand Earthquake. And I don't think it was going to go for Helping Hand, because then it would tilt its own Giraffe. So yeah, Paul's going to take this Earthquake. Pretty much no problem. Nom nom nom. Eat it up. Eat it up, Big Paul. Alright, we got the room up. And now we Hydro Pump. And just pray that we hit the Hydro Pump. And we're going to just... Okay. Okay, good call on that. We just went for the Dazzling Gleam. It wasn't expected to do a lot to the Excadrill, just kind of break its sash. We do knock Gabby the Giraffe down to its Citrus Berry. And you think, oh, it went for the Trick Room again. Alright, so they turned the Trick Room off. That was expected. And what I'm going to do is just go... do it again. I really should have seen, like, the first round, I was, like, fearing the Giraffe turning off Trick Room, and then the second round, I, like, let go of that feeling of, like, I should stop that thing from turning off the Trick Room. And then this time it did it. Okay, we get the Intimidate off to at least weaken the Earthquake. We just need Slowking to live this, please. Thank you. Get the Trick Room back up. And now we know the Giraffe can't protect this turn. So we're going to go for the Darkest Lariat into the Giraffe. He could switch out here, which would probably be a safe bet. But I'm expecting the Protect on the Excadrill. Yeah. Tell our chillingly bad joke. Dip on out of here. And I'm sure he's fine. He might be fine just with letting... Excadrill go this turn. Or letting the Giraffe go. Because then he can bring in Tyranitar and set up the sand. Alright, the Sandstorm is here. We know the Excadrill is can't protect this turn because he just protected. So I'm expecting a Rock Slide. Yeah, he's definitely gonna. We're Mega. Okay, yeah, Tyranitar protects. And now we doubled into the Excadrill, close combat. To live at 1. And now the Incineroar can come in and chip this off with the Darkest Lariat. We do get that defense drop, unfortunately. And we were buffeted by the Sandstorm. Alright, what do we got? Is this our last turn, Trick Room? No, we got 2 more Trick Rooms, which is nice. We have the Close Combat, which is the safe option. And then just Flare Blitz for big damage. And I think we got this one. Yes. Alright, so took it 1-1. That's a pretty good start. Alright. Whew. We have not seen their Primarina or their Dragonite yet. So now in this last round here. You got this, thank you, Gia. Alright, so we have not, like we said, we have not ran into the Primarina or the Dragonite. Which, if he does switch it up and goes for either of those two, I would like to have Sinistea here. But I also didn't mind having the double Psychic to deal with the Sneasler. So I think I'm gonna do. Alright, we got 50 seconds. Let's think. Do we want to go with a double Psychic again? And honestly, I think the double Psychic also is safe. The only one that I'd be nervous about is the Primarina. Because Primarina is pretty bulky, it's fairy type. But if he did go the Dragonite, Bayo kind of covers that too with the double fairy. So what I'm thinking is, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Let's just go with this. Go with our crew. They don't have any fire types, so the Akaberry isn't getting any use on this arena. And they also only have Fake Out on Sneasler, so preventing any, like, priority stuff isn't really going to be in play here. I do like that it mixes you up, so now we're playing in the gym room. Alright. Here we go, final round. Yeah, alright, there's the Primarina. I kind of had a feeling the Primarina was going to come out here. But that's fine. Primarina is also pretty slow. But let's just go for this. Let's, yeah, go for double the Psychic on the Primarina. That might be a move. Just, like, assess the threat, or do damage on both. But we also have a safe Trick Room set up here. Why are you so scared, bro? I'm stressed. Let's just go for the Trick Room. Goes for the Iron Head right away. That's not great. Alright, so we got the Trick Room up, turn 1. We're gonna go into the crab, straight close combat, Thunder Punch, and then Hydro Pump. No, yeah, I should. I'm clicking buttons too fast. Because I'm like, he's probably gonna protect on the Excadrill here. What does Trick Room even do? I just see that message pop up. So Trick Room switches the speed. So now slower Pokemon will go first compared to the faster ones. Alright, bring out the Mega Crab. Mega Crab is a bold, scary choice. Because a Hyper Voice is going to do a lot of damage to him. We go for the Thunder Punch, and we're able to one-shot the Primarina. Okay, that's huge. That critical hit may have mattered. Alright, that brings us back into this pretty okay. So the Trick Room basically makes our slow guys, like Slowbro, Slowking, Crab, Camerupt, etc., all very, very quick. So, now that we are ahead, and I'm trying to think, who... I wish there was a move log, because I did already just forget. I think the Excadrill went for the Protect last turn. So I think our best move is to just get rid of him. Like, I want to do the Chilling Reception to get rid of the Sandstorm here, but I think our best bet might just be, like, get rid of him completely. He swaps out the Tyranitar back out to the Sneasler. We go for the Psychic to break the Focus Sash. And we go for the big close combat to get rid of the Excadrill. We are buffeted by the Sandstorm. Now we know that Tyranitar has Protect, and we know that the Sneasler also has Protect. The Sneasler is likely to go for Fake Out on something. So I think how many Trick Rooms we got? We have 2 Trick Rooms left. I think our move here is to just get our defenses up on the Bumble by doing Chilly Reception and protecting on the Crab. Yes, so that was a really good call right there, because now his Mega is doing the second set of Sandstream, and we can get rid of that Sand. Which I don't think the Sand is really doing too much of a purpose here, but we stop the Fake Out from happening. We tell our chillingly bad joke. We set up the snow. And we go into the Incineroar to drop Intimidates on the 2 of these very physical attackers. Now, very likely, now that he White Herbed, he's probably going to, he's going to close combat into the Incineroar. And I think, alright, this is where we hit things. The Tyranitar has Protect. So I think what I want to do is, they both have Protect. So they could realistically both go for Protect here. Alright, but we're just going to throw out, I think, yeah, they know one of them could Protect and one of them could attack. They could both Protect. Let's just throw out physical moves. Tyranitar goes for the Protect. And the Sneasler also goes for Protect. Expected. I'm not too stressed about that, because that does give us one more turn left of Trick Room here. And then, that did let us get back to the normal dimensions. So now it will outspeed us, which is stressful. I'm going to just go for the big damage. And then switch out into Paul. King Paul. How's our board doing? How you doing, Tim? I'm trying not to look at the chat too much, but I am doing pretty okay. Right now we're 1 for 1, and we're hoping to clutch up this last one. Calling out the close combat onto the Incineroar into the King Paul. That will drop its defenses. Now we just have... Oh, the Fire Punch! The Fire Punch caught me off guard a second time, but this time we have the Snow Up to boost our defenses. The Crab goes in for the close combat, takes out the T-Tar, and now it just comes down to being able to... The 3v1 against the Sneasler. The Sneasler does not have its White Herb. It does have Protect. The Bumble is going to go for Protect here. And Paul is going to go for the Trick Room, just to guarantee that we're faster. Last time the first round, I was like, let's just be offensive, and I was punished for it. So we're going to we don't win until we win. The match is not over until it's over. So we go for the Trick Room just to switch up the dimensions to guarantee that we'll be faster with both of our guys on the next turn. So we can double Psychic and Ice Hammer into it, and he goes for the forfeit. The worst at VVG. Good. GG's. Thank you for playing. That was very fun. The battle has been ended. They have two potential starts. They have the Sneasler start or the Aerodactyl start. I think my best bet for both of those is going to be bringing Bayo and Slowbro. And then my biggest fear in this entire thing is their Senior Fish. Basket Legion with the Choice Scarf running in at the end of the game and just wave crashing things is terrifying. I think we'll just go with our normal safe set here of the double Trickers and Incineroar Crab to start. We also have their Tyranitar, or their Garchomp Corrin, which is a very direct, just straight Rock Slide, Stomping Tantrum, Earthquake, Dragon Claw. Boys going in for big damage. Yeah. I think turn 1 we are safe to, like, no matter what he goes into, I feel like we might be safe turn 1 to just Dazzling Gleam Trick Room. But let's see. Going up against Dragon Tamer Sakurai. With the Cringe Gambit and I Am Weasel. Alright. What's the move here? Alright. It might be... Go for the Protect. Yeah, I think just Protect Trick Room right now. Just... They have no way... They have no Trick Room on their side to turn off my Trick Room. So I'm very safe to just do my basic setup Trick Room plays. Yeah, so goes for the Dire Claw. We're going to protect against that. Go for the... Wow. Going straight for the big damage. Off the front. we set up the Trick Room. We still gotta watch out for the Sucker Punch. So, with that, I'm gonna go for the Psychic and then the Chilling Reception. Because I do anticipate this, yeah. Go into this, and then go into Instant Aurora, I think. Now, I'm thinking about it now. Serena may not be that scary up against this. Who's it goes into? It goes into the Flower. Okay. So we go straight for the Psychic. We tell our bad joke, and we leave. And the fact that the Cleavor didn't go into a Sucker Punch right now, it's probably going to go for Iron Head again. Or it's probably going to Iron Head into Bayo, realistically. So I'm going to just hopefully try and dampen that Iron Head here with the Incineroar. Intimidate. Oh, shit. Forgot about the whole Divine thing. That was a bad call. I mean, it was dying regardless. But yeah, that wasn't great. You know what? Yeah. What we're gonna do is we definitely don't want yeah, we don't want her to do anything. Oh shit. I mean, oops. I hit the wrong button. That's fine. Honestly, you know what? We take it. Sometimes you fall into making the right play. We go for the focus, or the fake out just to do a chip, and an Ice Hammer to get rid of the Sneasler. Sometimes you fall face first into success. But we haven't won yet, like we said. The matches are not over until they are over. But that was an accidental correct play we made. How much turns we got left? Trick Room. We got 2 Trick Rooms left. I'm gonna go for the Ice again, and then Flare Blitz into the King Gambit. The Sucker Punch could do a bit. Definitely don't want to take a Katao Cleave into Big Crab. Alright, here comes the big Flower. Ice Hammer. Get rid of that big flower. Dope. Alright. So the big flower threat has been deterred. Going in for the Iron Head. Big damage on the Bumble. Hopefully this Flare Blitz can one-shot, though. 7. Oh. The King's Gambit. Did he have it a berry, or did he just live that? Yeah, he just lived that. What's a Chopple berry do? I'm gonna have to look that up. A Chopple. That's probably weakens fighting, now I'm thinking about it. Oh, yeah, now this is what I was scared of. Here's the fish. The fish, we have 1 Trick Room left. The fish is very scary. I'm expecting it to protect just to try to pete out this Trick Room, but going to go for the Thunder Punch and the Dark Lariat. Dark Lariat to try and get rid of that last 7%. Even if he goes for the Sucker Punch, Incineroar should live it, hopefully. I hope he doesn't go for Protect. That's like the main thing here. Does it have Protect? No, it doesn't even have Protect. And so, we really just had to bank on Thunder Punch one-shotting. And it does not. What I should have definitely doubled into Senior Fish. The Bumble goes down. The Darkest Lariat takes out the Gambit. And now are we in a 2v1 versus the Fish, or does he have one more? Does he still have a Sneasler in the back, or are we... Goes for the Final Respects. Sora lives. Does he have one more? It's so bad I have, like, no idea. No, okay. Alright, so... Just... He went for the last respect, so he can only kill one of us. This turn... Goes for the Final Respect onto the Incineroar to take it out. And now we just have to pray that Paul does not miss this Psychic. Hits the Psychic and is able to take out Senior Fish. That was the one that was incredibly close. We take that, though. GG Sakurai. Sakurai. Alright, round one. Alright, now, we have a minute to think this through. The last time he went with the Sneasler Sucker Punch combo, which is the one I was more scared of to bring Serena, and we did pretty okay. This time he could bring the Aerodactyl Garchomp or any other thing, but honestly, I'm really sitting pretty, I think, with our guaranteed Trick Room setup. And Sora or Crab. Like, there's a part of me that wants to bring Serena just to stop the fake outs from happening and then hitting with Triple Axle onto the Garchomp. But I think these are fine, and I think we really need... As long as we're focusing and don't attack the... as long as we hyper... Like, we don't want to let the plant set up, and we don't want to let King Gambit go crazy. King Gambit is a Pokemon that I definitely struggle against. So we definitely want to remember not to intimidate the King Gambit, because it doesn't work. Also, thank you, Gia. I did see that. Alright, round two. Same start. Okay. Both of these guys, no one has Sash. So this time I'm going to go for the Protect on Bayo to keep her alive. And then Trick Room. Him knowing my plan for this could double into Slowking here. If that... Oh, we got the pair on that. That's unfortunate. But yeah, if he now sees the plan... Yeah, he immediately knew the plan. And goes for the double onto the... Alright. We still live it, though, which is nice. And as long as we don't get parried... Alright, we still get the Trick Room up. which is nice. I'm gonna go for... We're gonna go for the Psychic. Or no, we're gonna swap into Incineroar. And we're gonna go... Chilling Reception. We are paralyzed, which is actually gonna make us even slower. So just all we have to do is make sure, like, pray that we don't get hacks here. I defy you did it again. I literally said, don't do that. Alright, we get our chillingly bad joke off. Okay, now... I don't want Crab to immediately jump into an attack. But with his boosted defense, he should be fine. Go for the Katal Cleave. We take that. Okay, good. Go for the Dire Claw. Alright, so now we are going to fake out you and just big damage here. I think that's the move. Alright, so we stopped the Cleavar. Ooh, we lived it. That's not great. Really needed that to kill in one hit for us to be comfortable. Probably gonna go for the Sucker Punch here. I'm not feeling great. Yeah, here's the Sucker Punch. Takes us out. That's not good. Oh, we lived it. Alright, so we had two times they lived moves that I did not expect them to. That was unfortunate. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. I mean, this is the last turn of Trick Room. So I guess just go Dazzling Gleam. And then turn it off. Yeah, there's the Sucker Punch, but it failed. And Dazzling Gleam. That was my main thing. I basically didn't want to do an attack that would allow Slowking to get hit. And we already have the Snow up, so Snow wasn't going to work. So we just go for Trick Room again. Because it was already turning back to normal anyway this turn. Into the flower. And the dragon. Okay. Hopefully. I'm really hoping the Garchomp does not have Iron Head. If he has Iron Head, we lost. Our best scenario, really, is him going Earthquake Protect. What's the Garchomp have? The Garchomp does not have Iron Head. But it does have Stomping Tantrum, which is the direct hit ground move. Goes for the Fairy. The Fairy does have Light of Ruin, so he could just... yeah. Like, just massive damage me. Goes for the Rock Slide. Bayo skillfully dodges the Rock Slide. Barely, almost takes out Paul. Goes for the Moon Blast into Paul. Alright, so Paul's dead. We're making it close, but I don't think we have this. We set up the Trick Room to guarantee that we go first this next turn. And now we just pray for Dazzling Gleams. The flower is going to resist it. The flower could set up Calm Mind to like keep itself alive. The Garchomp does not have a Focus Sash. So, we should, like, realistically, we should knock out the dragon. Yeah. And then we did a 40, or 35, 40, 25, whatever that is. Decent chunk. Not going to be nearly enough to kill it, though. We get a Moonblast. We tank it with 31. And now... we just pray for a crit Psychic. It's the only option here. Not gonna be enough. And they just go for the safe Moonblast to finish it off. Alright, GG's on that one too. Another one down to the wire. Obvious misplay on that was, again... switching Incineroar into the King Gambit to let it set up like that. What was another rough play on that? That was the major one. Thousand IQ by not attacking. I was really, like, that made me feel big brain. Alright. Now... I'm thinking this turn we bring the Queen. We know even if they double into Slowking, he lives. So I'm thinking we bring in Miss T, we bring in Paul. We bring in the Incineroar, and then we bring Crab. I think that's... I think this is... yeah, I think this is Sidisty's first game. We're going to bring her in. That one was very close. Let's go to... next one, you got this. Thank you, Jay. Whew. Alright, got the Gen 3 music here. Starting off with the Angie and I Am Weasel. Okay. Alright. So I know it could Dazzling Gleam, Dire Claw here. So you know what? First thing we're doing, we're just going to take the safe bet. We're going to protect, and we're going to Trick Room. He could try and fake out Paul, but this is where the If he tries to fake out Paul here, this is where Serena's ability pops in. Goes for the coaching. Okay. Crazy. Light of Ruin. Holy hell. That was insane. That's a crazy play. Oh my lord. That is massive. I'm like flabbergasted by that. Wow. That was awesome. Shout out to King Paul for tanking an absolute nuke to the face. So on that, we're going to go into the... he's probably protect. No, he doesn't protect. So we're going to Psychic into the Sneasler to deal with that. And hopefully Serena... I know it has the defense boost right now because of coaching, but hopefully this power whip can finish it off. Yes, it does. All right, we are doing very, very nice here. That coaching Light of Ruin. Wow. That was very scary. All right, we're into the King's Gambit and probably the fish. No. No fish. Okay, so I'm going to triple axle into you, and hydro pump into you. Just, there's no need to try and be overly complicated right now. Go for the big damage, you hit like 40%. The King Gambit's very tanky. Goes for the Iron Head to take out King Paul here. King Paul did exactly what it needed to do that turn. Probably going to go for the triple... Yeah, we get the triple axle off. This should kill if we hit all three. And we do hit all three. And... now we have one turn left. Or one Pokemon left. The Cleavor. The Cringe Gambit here. I'm going to go for the... Oh, we did the damn thing again! Third time in a row, knowing so absolutely aware of do not switch Incineroar into King's Gambit. Well, now he's gonna go for the Sucker Punch. I know I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call the bluff. He's gonna go for the Sucker Punch onto Miss T, and I'm just gonna not attack him with her and just go for the Flare Blitz. Goes to the Sucker Punch, but it failed because it was gonna go into Miss T and go for the Flare Blitz, and that will do it. GG, Sakura. That was another great set. Going 2-1 here. Again. Stop boosting. I gotta stop boosting the King Gambit every time. Oh, man. Alright. Let me get my screenshot for that. Wudo's won 2 of 3. Sakurai's won 1 of 3. Let's go. Hype, 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 hype. Okay, so we have the #1 Rousey fan here, which I do love. Shout out to Deltarune. Okay, I'm expecting them to start with the Rotom. He knows I'm going to be bringing in stuff to do some sort of Trick Rooms things, which He doesn't have any fake out. He doesn't have any. He does have Tailwind. But he has the Protect, Sludge Bomb, Venusaur. So I'm thinking the only thing that scares me right now is the Corviknight. And I think I want to go our standard these two. And instead of bringing Crab, I think I want Incineroar, Misty, and Camerupt. This is... we're running low on time here. Yeah, we're going to go with this. We're not bringing King Paul this round. Alright, let's get into it. Goes for the Primarina Tyranitar. Starts. So the first thing we are going to want to do is Dazzling Gleam and Power Whip. We're going with the idea that they are fully expecting some Trick Room stuff, and we're just going to not do that right away. The Primarina could go for Hyper Voice. Goes for the knockoff straight away, getting rid of my Fire Berry, which is unfortunate. And then doubles into the Moonblast to get rid of the Miss T. Does not want any of that T right now. And then we go for the Dazzling Gleam. And do an okay chunk to both. And now we will bring out the Incineroar to get an Intimidate off on the Tyranitar. And here we will actually go for the Trick Room, Fake Out into the Primarina. Get the Fake Out off. Knocks into its Citrus. Goes for the knockoff. It's got to get rid of our Fairy Feather, which is unfortunate. But we do get the Trick Room off, which is good. And now we go for the Dazzling Gleam into the Parting Shot into the Primarina. I'm hoping the Tyranitar doesn't go for Protect here. It could likely. It could also be a really good time for them to swap into their Corviknight. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's all right. So, figured that was happening, which honestly is an okay all around, because then this is where we switch in. We get our Parting Shot, we weaken the Primarina to get in our Mega Camerupt. Goes for the Hyper Voice. That's going to do, oh, so much damage on the Camerupt. That's really unfortunate. This was not... Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Oh, we got our... Oh, Corviknight has a mirror thing. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so we're just going to take this, stop that thing from doing anything, and go for the Heat Wave here. It doesn't have Protect, so there's really nothing that this thing can do to stop us from making this move. But... This round one did not go great, but I think it's okay. There's still time. Goes for the Protect. Let's keep the Primarina in the match. We go for the Heat Wave. Takes out the Corviknight. It's the main reason we... That right there is the main reason we added Camerupt to the team, was dealing with Corviknight. Going for the Bulbagirl. Is this our last turn? We have 2 turns of Trick Room left. So we're going to go for the Dark Lariat, and then same thing. Just start blowing off some sheer force Heat Waves. It would be unfortunate if the... Does the Venusaur have Solar Beam? It does not. It goes into the Tyranitar here. The big Vena is going to be rough. Especially this turn if it protects. Really needed that to hit. Better. Goes for the Giga Drain, is able to take out Cammy. Unfortunate. And that is going to wrap up this one. I think Mega Crab. I think in Mega Crab might be the one. Goes for the Protect. I'm honestly kind of surprised by that. Oh, just goes for the double Protect. Okay. Did we have another Trick Room? Was we just waiting Trick Room out? Yeah, okay, so we're just waiting out the Trick Room. He's going to hit me with a big Rock Slide. Or an Earthquake, or a Low Kick. Like, there's so many things that he could hit me with to finish this off. Because of the Earth Power. With eating that berry. Go for the Low Kick. Alright, that's going to finish it. Alright, so, game one. The Corviknight is still really scary. And I have the Mega, but I think he has other things that are more scary than the Corviknight. So I think it's crab time. I think we just go back to our standard crab. Watch the commentator stream, it made me nervous. It would make me nervous too. Just knowing that that's happening right now is stressing me out. Just gotta relax. Alright, so we're going to go Hatterene, King Paul. Crab, Incineroar. Alright, crab time, baby. I got my good luck crab card. Where's my good luck crab card? We got the good luck crab card right here. Come on, crab. So last time we've tried to go again, like what this team is built around the Trick Room, and I tried to go against what this team is really built to do. So every time so far, trying to be not Trick Room and just try to be a slow offensive has not been working for us. So we really, especially right now where we have nothing that could turn our Trick Room off, we really have to get in there and get that Trick Room going. Also, I like that they have the same jacket as me. Alright, that's pretty much what I was scared of. Alright, focus here. It goes straight for the Iron Head. Is what I'm expecting. And then he could also go for the Giga Drain. But let's just go with our game plan. The Corviknights walling us. Like, we are hard walled here. But we go for the Protect. Go for the Giga Drain. Now, as long as he doesn't double into Slowking. He does. Paul living with 9. Big Paul living with the 9. I don't really want Bayo out there. So yeah, but I also don't want Incineroar right now, because then it'll weaken Incineroar. What is the move? I think just go for the Psychic, get some big damage. Oh, into the Tyranitar. Called out the Psychic. Should have saw they're coming. We tell our bad joke. And then we go into the Crab. Alright, now we are in an okay spot. The bird doesn't have Protect, so the bird can't stop me from hitting it right now. Is close combat more? I don't think so. We'll go for the Dazzling Gleam and the Ice Hammer. I don't think Ice Hammer is going to kill him in one shot. But it would be nice. Thank you to whoever just followed, by the way. Appreciate you. Go for the Dazzling Gleam. Do a good chunk onto the Tyranitar. And now, if it could just finish off the Big Bird. Does not finish off the Big Bird. Which is scary, because now we're getting... Oh, no, he goes for the Iron Head into the Bayo to get rid of her. Dat boy Queasy, or Queasy. Welcome. Goes for the low kick. Good damage. The bubble takes it. I'm going to go back in the Paul. And Paul is going to Hydro Pump Tyranitar. And we are going to Thunder Punch the bird, I think. This Ice miss. Ice has a 90 accuracy. Punch has 100 accuracy. So we're going to go for the punch just to make sure we don't miss. Goes for the protect onto that guy. Did I just try to Psychic a Tyranitar? No, I went for the Hydro Pump. Okay. There was a second where I'm like, did I just try to use Psychic on a Dark type? Alright, back to the Bulbasaur. Alright, we have one room of Trick Room left. I don't want the Bulbasaur to protect. That's the only thing. I could very easily go into the double into the Venusaur, but I feel like the Venusaur is going to protect. Shit. I mean, poopy. Hydro Pump, and then Ice Hammer. Yeah, he goes for protect. Which, honestly, that's okay. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst thing to happen here. Oh, that's like the worst thing that could happen here. Alright, let's swap into Incineroar. And protect. Just to scout, I guess. I really have no idea. This is not looking good for us, fellas. Goes for the Earth Power into the Incineroar. That's big damage, but we will eat our fruit. The Moonblast. Alright, Moonblast is going to do a lot. It does have Protect. Damn it. It could do double Protect here. They're probably going to double Protect. Yeah. No, we lost. This is sad. Sad showing. We're like trying to claw back, but it's just, I don't think it's going to happen. But like we said, it's not over till it's over. And Sonora lives it was 12. You gotta be faster than the Primarina, right? No. Oh, we got the bird. The Corviknight Primarina, just we got outwalled the entire time. That was rough. GG's, everybody. That was unfortunate. Both my Trick Roomers. The only thing that, like, Serena gets in there and can handle Aerodactyl with one shot. So, like, if he's going to the Aerodactyl, Serena one-shots him. But if he goes into, like, other stuff, specifically the Hisuian Typhlosion, then we're in trouble. But I think this might be the move. Let's just go with our basic, run by the books, play this game the way we should play it. He has no Trick Room to stop my Trick Rooming. He does have the Fake Out on the Kangaskhan, which I am nervous about. But he goes for the Typhlosion Kangaskhan. So, I'm thinking... just Dazzling Gleam, or Psychic. Let's Protect. And then really hope that he doesn't Fake Out the Slowbro. Bayo goes for the Protect. Yeah, okay, so I had a feeling he was going to call out the Fake Out. That's unfortunate, but understandable. And then we block their Shadow Ball. Which is okay. I'm going to go for the Trick Room. And Hydro Pump. I really shouldn't be leaving Kangaskhan just sitting there. We go for the Shadow Ball. Paul tanks it. And as long as this thing doesn't... Yeah, I had a feeling it wasn't going to double into Slowking here. The Mega almost took us out, which is scary. But we get the Hydro Pump into the Typhlosion, and that will take it out, which is nice. Did not have to fear the big eruption this round. And then we get the Trick Room off. Not the most comfortable Trick Room, but we got it off, that's all that matters. Yeah, I was going to say, our Chaladon, very likely to be the next one to come in. And we will just go for the straight Dazzling Gleam. Into the Chilling Reception. I'm actually kind of surprised the Kangaskhan did not Sucker Punch there. I'm curious what their plan is. Because they could go for... they could go for the Drain Punch. Or the just go straight Double Edge. I think this would be an okay time to bring in Incineroar. To get the Intimidates off. Still gonna go for the big damage right into the Bayo. Which is fine. It's gonna do a little bit of recoil to itself. And it goes for the Dragon Pulse. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna take this time since we're still very fast ahead of the game here. We're gonna get the Slowbro back out. Go for the Psychic. And then go for... Yeah, just go for the big hit. He could be expecting the Fake Out. Goes for the Sucker Punch. We're not taking that. Okay. Oh, we took it! Are you kidding me? Oh, the Kick Paw! The baby! The baby! The baby clutched it up. The Bambino got me. Oh, man. Okay. I can't believe he lived that Sucker Punch at like 13. That's crazy. Alright, so we go into our Funny Crab, and he brings out his Tauros, which is a fighting water type. Gonna go for the Intimidate, but it's not gonna work on the Bumble. So now we are gonna close combat and go for the Thunder Punch onto the Tauros. The Tauros does have Protect, which it could do. We have 2 Realms of Trick Room. It's probably gonna Protect here. Let's just go for the Ice Hammer. And then... You know what? We're safe. I'd rather not risk it. Play it safe. Go for the Thunder Punch on the thing, even though it's going to likely going to... Yeah. It's likely going to Protect. But I'd still rather just throw the Thunder Punch into that spot and then let Incineroar Flare Blitz into the baby. Oh no, he didn't. Throws a Thunder Punch into the Tauros. Go into the Flare Blitz into the baby. Oh, the baby lives. I did not expect that. Kangaskhan goes for that Drain Punch to heal back. That's problematic. Good health back. Go for a second hit with the baby. The baby is really causing me problems here. And what is the bull gonna go for? Close combat into the Bumble. Big damage onto the Bumble. With a critical hit. The critical hit was unfortunate. Is Trick Room over? No, we have one more turn, Trick Room. Alright, well, this is kind of it. Alright, we need to get rid of the Kangaskhan. And then you need to get rid of him. Goes for the Sucker Punch. Come on, big Bumble. Take that Sucker Punch. Good. Goes for the Aqua Jet. Aqua Jet Tauros is what's going to win it for him. Damn. Aqua Jet Tauros. That's cool. Alright, let's just see. What's he planning on going for? Close combat. Okay. A close combat can't miss. No. So we're done. We're done. Alright. What did we learn there? Definitely, Kangaskhan fake out is very scary. The baby. The Bambino is threatening. They did not bring their Mega Meganium that last time. All right. And I kind of feel like they won't bring it again. And this time I want to go Miss Majesty here. Slow King. Incineroar Crab. I think that's the move. Because Senesti, or Serena will at least stop the fake outs from happening. And if he does go for a different start, using the Tailwind, we can ice it, hopefully. Oh, we got the Let's Go Pikachu Eevee music. Alright, same start, Typhlosion Kangaskhan. I'm gonna go for the low kick in Trick Room. The Eruption, I'm really hoping for the Aqua Berry to do big work from stopping that from happening. Yeah, it goes for the Eruption. We need this Aqua Berry to, like, do a lot of preventing here. It does, which is good. And now he's locked into that. Goes for the Double Edge. We're gonna hopefully tank that. King Paul barely tanks it, but is able to get up the Trick Room. Go for the low kick for the big damage on the Kangaskhan. And get the Trick Room off. And now we're going to go into the Triple Axle and Hydro Pump. He could very easily swap the Typhlosion into something. Okay, he swaps the Kangaskhan. Could swap both. Goes into the Tauros. Gets the Intimidate. Okay, went for the withdrawal on both. Goes into the Archaludon into the Hydro Pump spot. Go with the Triple Axle. Does like no damage. We go for the low kick. And then the Psychic, I think. Because we still have the Trick Room, so we have the speed to get out in front of him. Hopefully the Archaludon does have Protect, which would be unfortunate. But not the worst thing in the world. Tauros goes for the Aqua Jet, but Queen Majesty stops that from happening, which is nice. Go for the Psychic. Take out the Tauros. Alright, at least we're looking okay. Goes for the low kick. A decent chunk, but nothing too crazy. And then he goes probably for Flash Cannon to Serena. Okay, that's what I figured. Serena hangs on, though. Baby girl is able to hang on. Back into the Kangaskhan. The Kangaskhan has all the things. So we're just gonna low kick. And then just Hydro Pump big damage, I guess. As much as we can. Or let's use this time to Chilling Reception. Alright, yeah, he wanted to bait the low kick into Typhlosion. That's okay. Okay, so nothing really happened there. Except for him getting the free switch into his Serena, and then me getting a free switch into... I guess? Who do I want to switch in here? I could switch for the Bumble. Because we have the Trick Room time, I think. Yeah, we have 2 rooms of Trick Room. So I'm going to switch into the Bumble, now that we have the defense. This is a bold play. We're gonna go for the triple axle and the Archaludon, knowing that it doesn't have stamina. He goes back. Oh, we almost could have absolutely big brain guessed that if we went for the close combat in that spot, but we still have the Typhlosion in the who's gonna be like moving quick, which is scary. Oh, we avoided it. That's really not good. Missing that Ice Hammer is a big problem. Shit. Poopy. Let's just see what they do. Yeah, he switched back. Alright, so he's switching these two back and forth. I still don't know what we're going to do about this Typhlosion. Alright, let's predict the swaps in. So, I want you in that spot, and then I want you in that spot. Alright, now he's choice banded into Eruption, which is terrifying. So if he switches out into the Kangaskhan, I'm hoping Darkest Lariat could still at least take out the Kangaskhan. Go over to Protect. Yeah, he's stuck going for the Eruption. We need to tank this Eruption. Come on, Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega! And now, take the Thunderbolt. Dragon Pulse, that's going to do a lot. We live in it, though. This one feels not great, but we're making it as hard as possible for him. Like, we need something to miss. Like, that's our only option at this point. We missed a really significant Ice Hammer, which was unfortunate. Blazy Bard, what's going on? Welcome on in. Appreciate you for the follow. This tournament has been absolutely amazing so far. If you're hearing me, I know there's a delay and everything. We've been having such a great time with this since I got you here. Thank you for setting all this up. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun getting to meet a lot of new people today and learning the game, and that's like the best part about it. Even though right now we're absolutely about to lose, it's been great. This is like my first time ever participating in any type of video game competitive type thing, so. It's been a lot of fun. But we will be going now 2-2. 2 wins on our first one. Or we won the first 2 rounds, and then we lost the second 2 rounds. I'm sweaty. So, I'm going to go with our standard Bayo Paul. The only reason I would think to bring Miss T is to potentially stop the Fake Out Incineroar and also have an Ice move, but he kind of covers the Ice move. Incineroar covers Dragapult pretty good. Also the Rotom. Also the Whimsicott. This was going to be rough. This was not a clear-cut win for either, I think. We do have 30 seconds, so let's, like, think. Let's not rush into this. Got the Bright Powder on the Whimsicott. leftovers. Okay, so the Dragapult's Focus Sash, which is stressful, because that's a pretty big threat to us. And we're going to have to double into it at least. Or maybe not this round, but potentially triple axle into the Dragapult. Alright, starts off with the Dragapult roll time start. And I'm expecting, weirdly enough, I'm really expecting the Trick right now. To give one of these guys the Choice Specs. Or the Choice Scarf. That'd be really out of pocket if he did that. Turn 1. And I'm gonna make a crazy... Okay, no, he went for the Shadow Force. Which is interesting. Big Thunderbolt. Okay. Okay. I don't know why I was saying that like I was surprised. I was thinking like, okay. But no, that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to go again for the Dazzling Gleam. And Paul is going to swap. Who wants to take a ghost move? Does Incineroar want to take a ghost move? Possibly. Did not see that coming. I called the wrong one. This is not good. Actually, might be alright. Things are cleaning itself up. Goes into the Scary Flower. Yeah. I think that's the move. I don't think that's the move, actually. I think that's a really bad move. I'm fumbling. Fairy Aura. Could he? I don't think so. Like, there's no way Paul tanks this, right? Yeah, like, we're so, like, knocked into a corner, we just need to go all out at this point. Alright, Crabominable against the world here. Psychic Fangs. Yeah. Okay, so that was not great. Alright, we gotta use our brain here. Alright, I'm thinking Majesty, Slowbro, Sinisty. I think that's the move. Bring everybody but Bayo this time. Alright. Let's see if we can clean this up. Got the Phantom Force, Psychic Fang, Dragon Darts. Helping Hand on the Torkoal is crazy. Also Encore on the Whimsicott. Da-na, da-na-na-na-na-na. Got the Fairy Aura. Yeah, we're throwing out the Protect turn 1 here. Go for the Phantom Force again. I did see that coming. So that's why I'm like not even targeting that thing. Yeah, and Slowbro is gonna get up the Trick Room this time. And now we're going to go for the Chilling Reception. And then Power Whip. King Paul's going to come in and do a funny move. Alright, he goes for Protect, which is safe. That was like his safest option. Go and tell our chillingly bad joke. How we get out. And who do we want? We got the defense here with the snow, so maybe Carbonable can take a Phantom Force. I'm not like incredibly confident in its ability to do so. Alright, tanked it pretty good. We'd like to see that. Okay, now we are going to just throw an Ice Hammer. And then... You know what we're going to do? We are going to throw an Ice Hammer into the flower. And then Triple Axle into him on the off chance he doesn't protect or switch. Goes into the Torkoal to take the big Ice Hammer. And he got rid of our sun. Or he got rid of our snow here, unfortunately. Goes for the Protect. should have doubled into the Torkoal spot. But now we are so, like, we should, because of that slow, be slower than the Torkoal. I'm really hoping. How are we doing? I am trying to cling to anything right now. Swaps out and goes into the Aquarius, which is the Rotom. We'll go for the close combat here. Barely, unfortunately, not enough to take out the Torkoal. And he's going to go for the Overheat. That's big damage on Abominable. I need like one crit on that. Alright, so now we have these freaks. What is the plan? We only got one room of Trick Room left, which is unfortunate. So I'm gonna Psychic into the Rotom and then low kick into the Torkoal spot. He could easily read this into swapping the Dragapult into Torkoal, but I feel like he's just locking in. We tanked that pretty good. Way better than we probably should have. But I'm pretty sure he's just done with Torkoal at this point. It's done when it needed to. The Rotom tanks that pretty good. Really, we're miscalling a lot. I really thought that low kick was going to be enough. This one's not looking good, fellas. Help it. Oh, no. Is it gonna helping hand? It's gonna, like, Dazzling Gleam. Yeah. Well, this was not great. Are you winning, son? Not this one. Certainly not this one. Oh, he went for protect. Come on, it's over. Just put me out of my misery. Yeah, no, this round was not great for us. Oy. I'm thinking about the other team that I had, like, prepared, that I was like, oh, I could bring them instead. And I feel like that would have probably been a better, like, from what I've run into at this point, the team that I was planning on bringing first would have been a closer counter to a lot of this. At least at what we're running into. But I like our team. It's been funny. Manectric, the Feraligatr, big Feraligatr. We got the Redirecting Conflable and the Incineroar. I think that's the move. Like, I want to think, but I also don't want to overthink. Because I feel like we overthink a little bit. But then also sometimes we're underthinking. We have our Trick Room we could try just setting up. We have the Incin. We have the Follow Me. We have... if it's Snorlax, we know it's going to go for... you know what I want to do? Yeah, hold on. Back it up, back it up, back it up. We're going to go Slowking, Misty, Incineroar, Bumble. I'm expecting the Snorlax, and I want to... if it's Snorlax, Follow Me, or Snorlax, Incineroar, I want to not let the Snorlax do Snorlax things right now. Alright, Conflable. Him, okay. Alright, we'll just go for the Power Whip. I'm assuming it's going to be Follow Me, and then Dragon Boy is going to do something crazy. Yeah, Follow Me. Oh, Dragon Dance. Okay. Well, at least our Trick Room kind of negates the speed that he's about to be picking up. Conflable avoided my Power Whip. That's unfortunate. Go straight. Yeah, he doesn't have any other weather, so I'm going to go straight for the Chilly Reception and then go into the Triple Axle. This Conflable is really going to be stopping all my moves here. You really have to get rid of that. Go for the Incineroar. Weaken his physical attack. Even though he could very easily still probably get the Liquidation. I'm not expecting him to Liquidation into the Slowking. Or Waterfall. No, he's still just Dragon Dancing. My guy is setting up like crazy. Yeah, we need to get rid of this Conflable. Oh, we got the burn. I mean, that's not incredibly helpful. But yeah, we need to get rid of that Conflable. That Follow Me was becoming a problem. Waterfall, still, it's going to take out Incineroar. There's no shot, which is fine. We still have another turn of Trick Room. At least we should. Yeah, we have two. We have Trick Room Snow. Manectric. Just, you go all in. If he protects, then That was a good call on him. But if not, then he probably gonna protect. I panicked. I shouldn't have panicked. I mean, if he protects, then he just dies the next turn. No. Bumble, you need to hit. That was a really unfortunate miss. I think we pretty much lost because of that. I hate to count ourselves out like already, but that ice hammer miss. Okay. Good to know Power Whip could take out Manectric like that. Alright, do we have any chance of getting Trick Room back up? Incredibly unlikely. Oh, we could actually. Maybe? I kind of expected the double protect. Oh no. Single protect. Goes for the waterfall. King Paul tanks it. Alright, Feraligatr is now in KO range. Starks goes for the yawn. Interesting. Alright. He could go for the protect. But he can't. No, he can. They both could protect here. Alright, we got 15 seconds. Let's just attack him, and you attack him. They could both protect. Yeah. We don't get the psychic, but we do get the low kick on the Snorlax. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. There was a chance we could not have lived that. The low kick, decent chunks of the Snorlax. Put it right into Citrus Berry range, though. But we know he can't protect here. And Sinistea is going to be asleep this turn. So there's nothing she can do. Unless he pulls some sort of magic for this, for a double protect on the Feraligatr. Now we get the Feraligatr out. Belly drum. Oh, shit. This is crazy. We go for the Hydro Pump. He missed! We got 2 really unfortunate misses. Serena, you gotta wake up. We have 1 turn of Trick Room left. It's not over till it's over, but the Snorlax has us in a bit of a pickle right now. We go for the close combat, and we finish it off. Alright. Whew. That one was scary. That guy had the huge setup moves. The Dragon Dance the Dragon Dance Feraligatr was really scary off the front, and then the Snorlax in the back was also really scary. I know definitely now. Do not let Caflabel do anything. If you see Caflabel on the field, we must get rid of it. Let's start the same thing. Slowking. You know, I kind of want to start Slowking Bayo again. Incineroar. Crab. Because what's his Miss T did some good ice kicks, but those ice kicks could have also been just strong dazzling gleams in the same spot. Alright, let's see what we can make happen here. Alright, same thing. Caflabel. Alright, so we're going to Trick Room and Dazzling Gleam. Because the Dazzling Gleam will also will supersede the Follow Me. So even if if he goes for the same strategy again of Dragon Dance Follow Me, this should basically shut that down. Yeah. I love the dedication to the Dragon Dance, though. Like, setting up in VGC can be very difficult. But one major threat has been taken care of. I do love when they like, when we're sitting here. Like, I'm assuming, like, maybe the Rotom is saying something, but, like, what could the Rotom be saying? I want a Chilling Reception into my guy, but I think just Hydro Pump, Dazzling Gleam. What could this thing be going for? It has Headlong Rush, Ice Punch, Poltergeist, Mud Slap. He could go for the Poltergeist, and that would do big damage on Bayo. He could go for the Headlong Rush that just does damage on everything. He could do that into either one of them. I think Paul might be able to tank it, but not by much. Goes for the Helping Hand. Go for the Headlong Rush here into somebody. Somebody is not going to like this Headlong Rush. But we might be able to shut it down. Alright, we shut down the Headlong Rush. Critical hit on the Hydro Pump. It was a little bit unnecessary. A little bit of a flex. Into the Snorlax, the big boy. And I'll take this chance to set up a Chilling Reception into a Dazzling Gleam. Takes out the Caflable, and now it is a 4v1 versus the Snorlax. Paul makes a hee-hee ha-ha, nobody laughs, and it starts to snow. And my guy is out of here. And he forfeited. Alright, GG, Cobain. King Gambit. So this is a very solid, like, top-of-the-board competitive team here. Which means we should know. Also, yeah, I know the top of the screen things aren't updating. Alright, so what I'm thinking is both of his starts could potentially have... He's going to have either Fake Outs or Tailwind. So if it's the Fake Outs, I'm going to go for Miss T Slowbro. I think that's a really solid turn there. And then having the double wouldn't be a terrible move. Having the Incineroar is always solid, especially against his own Incineroar. I'm torn on whether I want to bring both of these. Because just hitting hard spread moves could be good. But I'm pretty okay with our normal... Go with these. In next round, if it doesn't work out, we'll potentially swap in the Hatterene for the Sinistea. We got Matt Ryan and Raven Simone. Okay. What are we working with? Very likely could go for the Dire Claw. Right into Miss T. So I think we're just going to Protect and Trick. Dire Claw into Serena. Okay, we called that pretty good. Calm Mind. Okay. The girl is here. The girl is calm. The girl is boosting her stats. Where do I want to go? I think I want to triple axle into... Oh, no. Let's straight Power Whip into the plant. And then Psychic. Psychic into the Sneasler. Worst play here is that the Sneasler protects and go... Oh, no, the Sneasler is leaving. Going into the King Gambit, I'm sure. No, going into the Charizard. Okay. Alright, we'll go for the Psychic into the Charizard. Followed by the Power-Up onto the plant. Big damage onto the plant. Going for the Moon Blast. Probably into Sinistea. Yeah, she's done. No, she lived. My girl with the power of the moon. Alright. Now we're going to go for the Triple Axe. And then just Hydro Pump. Alright, I should have seen that coming. But honestly, it's better that we let him do that. As long as he doesn't Solar Beam into Slowking here. Okay, that's fair. That's good. Just don't Solar Beam into Slowking. Go over the Triple Axle. She's going to protect it. Heat Wave. Perfect. So we should live the Akka, even though it's in the sun. No, we're not. I thought I was at full health for a second for some reason. But that's fine. This is a really good time, since now that the sun is up. I'll go for the Incineroar, while we still have the speed boost. How much do you got? We have 2 Trick Rooms left. The Floette just protected, so it can't protect again. And it can switch back out to Girl. So I'm going to just, yeah. Flare Blitz, if he switches out. Alright, the Protect. That's fine. Go for the Flare Blitz. Get rid of the plant. The plant threat has been assessed. And next turn we have Sneasler. And Sneasler could very much... Not Ryan, yeah. Alright, Sneasler is either going to go for the Fake Out or the Close Combat. And I don't love either of those options, really. We have a Trick Room. So he's going to Fake Out. You know what? I'm going to... I really wish I had Protect right now. Let's go... Parting Shot. And then... am I overthinking? I might be overthinking. Just, Darkest Lariat. No. Yeah. Darkest Lariat. No! I got timed out. It's okay. Let's just see what the game decided for me. You can't out-predict me if I didn't pick nothing. Alright, yeah, we went Parting Shot. That's fine. I feel like he's really going to want to get rid of... This is rough. Come on, Paul. This is all you, King. Also getting really hungry. Dire Claw. Into the Slowbro. Come on, King. Oh, the poison. The poison's unfortunate. Go, don't attack Paul. Oh, he attacked Paul. Paul. Oh, shoot. It's alright. It's alright. Takes out the Cleavar. Alright, what's our best play here? I'm guessing they both are going to protect Loki. But on the off chance they don't. Oh yeah, protect, protect. Alright, so he's gonna go for the Sunlight Faded. That's still, I think we're still, like, dead. Which is unfortunate. He just protected, so he can't protect this turn. So it really just comes down to, can we live? And who's doing the most damage on either? This one's down to the wire. My guess is he's gonna go close combat onto Crab. But if he goes close combat into Incineroar, we tank it though. And now we just... Crab just needs to live a Heat Wave. Crab! Oh, Crab. Crab, I needed you to live that. That's alright. That was close. That was a really close first round. Would I have been better off doing anything else? I think I would be better off bringing... Could this be a Camerupt? Do I risk bringing Camerupt? All right. This is our last attempt. Should I mix it up and go for the Camerupt? I'm nervous about it, but let's do it. Cammy, this is up to you. Yep. All right, let's bring it out. Let's see it. Is Bellsprout in this? No. Victory Bell is, though. Alright, got the Incineroar Charizard start. As we bring out our boys. They go for the Intimidate. I'm pretty sure they're going to fake out... Fake out Wind. Alright, so weird, crazy plan. Let's just... No. Go for the Protect. And Trick. We just really hope they don't fake out Slowking. Bayo goes for Protect. And if he calls it out by Fake Out, don't Fake Out Slow King. Nice. Nice. Alright, and now just don't Solar Beam. Oh, he Solar Beamed. And he Solar Beamed Slow King. Come on, take it, Solar. Take it, Paul. Paul, no! Critical hit! Oh, the critical hit! Oh, that's super battered because I calced for that. Oh, I calced for that. That's not good. I literally... I calced for that. I knew that was going to happen. I knew I was going to run into a Charizard Solar Beam. Ah! This is awful! We're so screwed! Alright, it was a fun run, everybody. I knew Paul could live a Solar Beam, but he could not live a critical hit Solar Beam. And that was a risk that was written down in the notes. Alright. Bayo avoided that. That still did a lot to Camerupt. Wow, she tanked that. Okay, wait, hold on. We may not be out of this yet. The unexpected Ancient Power Mega Camerupt. Nobody sees that coming. We may be out. We're not out of the woods yet. But like we said, we never give up, never surrender. Alright, here comes the big boy. Now that thing has the Sucker Punch, which could do a lot. But we are ahead here. So let's go for the Heat Wave. His Incineroar doesn't have Protect, which he could swap out here. And, yeah, go for the Sucker Punch. Tank it, Queen. Yes! Oh, why would you avoid the attack? Why would you avoid the attack? How did you miss? I've got crit and I've missed. Like a major turn. This is really rough out here. Goes for the Parting Shot. Weakens my Camerupts. And here comes the Sneasler. Damn. Okay. This is rough. We're going to protect Bayo. And we are going to try and Heat Wave again. And just pray that we hit this time? Or no? Switch to her. Oh, yeah. I misclicked. But it's okay. As long as he doesn't attack. Yeah, goes for the Fake Out, but can't because of Majesty. And then if you go for Sucker Punch. Yeah, okay. Good turn overall. That was kind of a panic turn, but we take it. We have two turns of Trick Room left. And we'll go for the Dazzling Gleam. And the Low Kick. Withdrew, okay. Kind of surprised he did that. I was trying to weaken Serena. We go for the Dazzling Gleam. Take out the Incineroar. Goes for the big hit. Takes out Bayo. And now we should, as long as we hit, as long as you focus and do not miss these attacks, we might be okay. Sunlight fade it. And we get back our camera up. And now I think we're in a 2v1 versus the Sneasler. Okay. You know, we can double protect now, actually. Wait, how many turns Trick Room we have? We only have one Trick Room left. Shit, so we can't risk it. Go for the Earth Power, and go for the Triple Axle. Oh, no. We have our backs against the wall here. And it all comes down to who does he attack and who can tank a Dire Claw. It's going to be close. Again, these two matches have been incredibly close. These have been really good ones. Come on, camera up. Let's get you one win. Tank this, baby. Cammy with the 3! Now just hit, Cammy. Get yourself a single win this tournament. Don't miss. Hit him, Cammy. Hit him, Cammy. Camera up's got one win, baby. Camera up, I knew we didn't bring you for nothing. Alright. We were able to hold that back. One more. We live to die another day. I'm out of Coke now. Alright. We had a good going there with the Hatterene. Hatterene was taking hits there that I did not expect her to. But I think the move... Hatterene Incineroar start? Hatterene Miss T start. Hatterene Miss T start. How about Slowbro? No. This is rough. This is hard. But I'm gonna go Miss T, no, both. And then Miss T and Camerupt. Alright, let's do it. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Two of my biggest fears up front. Okay. So what we're definitely going to do is... What can that thing do? Sucker Punch, Cow. I'm really slow, bro. Do not get crit this time. Paul, do not get crit this time. I'm going to say it again, Paul. Do not get crit this time. Yeah, we do. The Solar Beam's coming. But just tank it. Just don't die this time. That's what I'd like to see. Yeah, don't double attack him. Oh, no. Oh, no. That was bad. That was real bad. Yeah, this is not good. And like, all right, if we end up losing this one because of that, you know, it was something we learned. That was a bad call for me. But I'm happy we at least squeezed one win out of this. Going for the weather ball. Okay. Oh, tagged it with one. All right. Well, now our trick room plan is completely done. Now we just have to try our best. All right, we got the earth power to take out him. The Incineroar. Just go for it. We're so backed against the wall at this point, just swing. Just run in, spin in your hands. Do whatever you can. Oh, it went for the Flare Blitz. That's gonna do a lot. We tanking it, though. Alright, what's the plan here? Ancient Power. Protect, maybe? Withdrew Charizard, okay. Goes into Sneasler. Goes for the parting shot. Ah. Oh, he parting shots to go back into the Charizard. Now the Charizard's gonna be in the air and I can't. Oh no, we went for the rock move. But the parting shot keeps the Charizard alive there. Go for the Heat Wave. And... Heat Wave and Pray, I guess? Heat Wave and Pray. Just pray that he goes for a Fake Out. Pray that he doesn't Dire Claw Cammy. Goes for Protect. Alright, that's fine. Goes for the Weather Ball. That's going to take out her. It's a Sheer Force Heat Wave. Can that be enough chip damage on this Charizard? Just enough to take him out. So now we have to live a Dire Claw, Flare Blitz, Dire Claw, Darkest Lariat, Close Combat, Darkest Lariat combination, and then get big damage on this Heat Wave. Never give up, never surrender, but it ain't looking hot. Ah, the fake out. Fake out in the close combat. And that'll do it. The fake out. It took away any chance we had there. Well, you know what? We did pretty solid. We took one win. We brought a team we had really good fun with. Cammy got one win at least. No, is sleeping on Mega Camerupt. Camerupt got to come in, be a part of it. We did not come in with some high picks, but we had fun.